Right. So see, as of now, we discussed a few important concepts in the third unit, right? Which is different types of quantitative and qualitative methods, and even in that exploratory related research methods also we discussed, right? So in that again we discussed about primary source of how to collect data by using primary source or maybe a secondary source, right? In the primary source we have a number of methods, and even secondary source we have a number of methods, and we discussed advantages of all these methods, right? So this is what we did as of now, and we discussed as of now related to all these concepts. Now let me explain to you most important one, because see, in your syllabus it was mentioned, once if you collect the data by using primary source, right? Especially primary source, maybe you have come up with a questionnaire and you have collected the data, right? Then how to code that, and how to import that in Excel sheet, or how to import that Excel to SPSS, and how to work out on that. Okay, this concept was included in your syllabus, right? We have n number of softwares. One is Excel basic one, and even we have Access is one more one, and even we have SPSS is one, and even EVs is one, and SEM is one, structural equation modeling is one, and even Jamovi is one, Edenco is one. So n number of softwares available right now, right? So free softwares is available, and even paid versions is also available. So it's not required for your class purpose to go ahead with the paid purpose, right? So free versions is also available, and even cracked versions is also available in the Google. So you just Google it and you will get all those things. Okay, now see, maybe let me take an example like this. Any one student from your class itself, then who is doing project under marketing, or maybe finance, or maybe marketing, or maybe a HR, right? So see, if he want to collect data based on primary source, then you are going to depend upon questionnaire. Okay, so you have to include questions, because you already come up with the problem, and even research questions, and even hypothesis, and you want to get data from the respondents. To get the data from the respondents, then obviously you have to depend upon any primary source, right? So in the previous class which we discussed about primary source, which we have even interview method, survey method, group or maybe a collecting the information from the respondents. So we have a number of methods, right? Out of that, so most important one, which is collecting data by using questionnaire. Okay, so you are going to prepare a questionnaire. So questionnaire maybe consist of n number of questions, right? So let me show to you a questionnaire how it look like, right? I think hope you are watching my screen now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I have created a questionnaire like this. I think you are watching questionnaire, right?
Yes, sir.
So the topic is factors affecting consumption of biscuits. So what type of factors affecting consumption of biscuits? This is a simple one example which I am taking. Okay, so this is my problem. How many people are consuming biscuits, and what are the factors of consumption of the biscuits? What is the reason behind that? Why people are using or consuming the biscuits? Okay, so to know about this, fine, maybe I have prepared a questionnaire. This is in a Word format, right? So everyone, even listen carefully, because even same thing you are doing in the final semester when you are doing your project work. So you have to come up with the questionnaire itself. Fine. So questionnaire consists of so many questions, right? First, initially maybe demographical variables, then after the psychographical variables, then based on your problem related, and even questions related oriented one questions you have to include in the questionnaire. That's it. Okay, so now see, gender I gave 2 options, age I gave 4 options, educational background which I gave 1 2 3, and even occupation, which is a professional, government employee, private employee, self-employee, any other like that I gave, and even family income I gave less than 1,52,000, so and so, and number of persons in your family which I gave which is single, 2 3, more than 3, like that, right? And place of residence, where he's residing, is it an urban, semi-urban, or city? Which brand of biscuits do you prefer? So I have mentioned here, which is Parle, Britannia, Priago, Gold, Anmol, Horlicks, Sunfeast, Dukes, Patanjali, and even any other, right? And even I will prefer biscuits as breakfast, snacks, instant energy, any other. So I want to know why people are consuming a biscuit. What is the reason behind that? So why you will prefer biscuits? Is it for the breakfast? Is it for the snacks purpose? Or is it for instant energy? Or is it for any other purpose? Okay, so how many variety of biscuits do you purchase every month? Now suppose if you are purchasing a biscuits, then how many varieties of biscuits you are purchasing? Is it a one variety or two variety, three, four, or five? Approximately how much you will spend every month to purchase biscuits, right? So to purchase a biscuits, approximately how much you are investing, right? Is it 500, less than 500, or 500 to 1000, or 1000 to 1500, right? Now this is all basic information, right? Now the section B is included factors, because since my study is majorly focusing on factors affecting consumption of biscuits, so I have identified few factors. Price is a one factor, brand is a one factor, variety is a one factor, and even health consciousness is one factor, packing is a one factor. So I have taken very few, right? So it's an example related questionnaire. Okay, so out of that, which I have mentioned a few questions. Okay, so price related, do you consider price while buying biscuits, right? So to get this one, which I have given 5 rating scale, which is never, rarely, occasionally, frequently, and always, like that, 1 to 5. Okay, so suppose if I gave this questionnaire to any one student, now do you consider while do you consider price while buying biscuits, right? Then maybe you may tick never, or one say rarely, one say occasionally, one say frequently, and always, like that. So you're going to be get the data. Now any one of you can please tell me, this is a physical form, right, which is printed in the word or typed in the word format. Okay, did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So I have given questions here which is factors related. Price is one, brand is one, variety is one, health conscious is one, packing is one. Okay, so based on price, again I have asked questions, right, which is called items, right, to measure this price. Okay, do you buy more biscuits if there are special offers on it? I will buy any other biscuits if the price is low, right? I will buy those biscuits gives a more quantity at reasonable price. So brand related also I asked the questions, right? So all these questions which are related to brand, all these questions which are related to variety, all these questions related to health consciousness, all these questions related to packing. So like that, hope you understand. So this is a simple and sample questionnaire. Okay, so now any one of you can please tell me, I think I did not deviated from my questionnaire, right? Whatever I required, I have included. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have any questions as of now? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Now fine. So see, this is in a word format and you prepared. Now suppose your sample size, you decided that I have to get data at least minimum from 200 respondents. Okay, fine. Then suppose if you want to get the data directly, then you have an option. You have to take printouts of 200 questionnaires like this. Yes or no?
Yes.
200 questionnaires, and you have to identify respondents and give it to that particular person. So sir, please take a few minutes time, and this is for my research work. Please give your opinion on this. So suppose if you gave one person is a gender which is belongs to male, and you gave even one more person a gender belongs to female, right? Like that, you're going to be collect the data from the 200 people. So suppose if you want to get data like this, I think it is going to be take time and even energy, and you are wasting your most valuable time also, right? Yes or no? How much time it will take to collect like this? Is it possible within one day?
No, sir.
Will they spend time, or the respondents I mean to say about the respondents, will they spend time? Because you are studying MBA in JBIT and he's doing a project on so and so, then please let me spare some time to give valid information. Will anyone pay attention towards this? The moment if you show that paper, then definitely they may say about that without asking to you, no, I don't have a time. So please, I think hope maybe we are also doing the same thing. When you are entering into the any shopping mall, the few people will ask questions, right? Sir, please fill this form. Then you may say about that, no, 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 I'm not interested. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it will take time, right? So because when we were doing project work, right? So last 20 years back, especially the when I was studying MBA, right? So we don't have any technical support, right? And we have to take printouts, and any at any cost we have to find out the respondents and collect the information. We collected the information. It's a painful process, and even it takes time also. For me, it took more than 30 to 35 days to collect the data, 100 respondents or 150 respondents, right? So when I was doing my MBA project. Now right now, so I'm not saying to you apply the same method, a old method. So technology advancement is there right now, right? And even a lot of tools also available. Fine. Now suppose, see, rather than doing this, you have already prepared in a word format these questions. Now what I said in the previous class also, see, we have an option which is called Google. Any one of you tell me?
Google Forms.
Google Forms. Okay. So once if you prepare this, then we are going to be use this Google form, right? So let me show to you this. It will take time, right? So you have to simply you have to go to your mail, right? So once if you go, then right side corner, which you are going to be get 9 dots, right? So once if you get that 9 dots and identify the right side extreme up right side, fine. So this is I'm talking about. Okay, so once if you click here, then you are going to be get various apps, right? Google apps, which is there in your Google mail, right? In that you are going to be find Google Docs. Fine. So Google Docs you are going to be find. So in that Google Docs, I'm talking about this Google Docs. Once if you click, okay, then it is going to be open Google Docs. In the Google Docs, again you have to find Google Forms. Google Docs we have, Google Slides we have, and even Google Forms we have. Okay, so once if you open this Google form, fine. So in that various options which is available. Now let me show to you one simple one. So let me go ahead like this. Docs, Google Docs. I have n number of softwares in this system, so it will take time because I have PLSM, SPSS, structural equation modeling, R I have, right? And even a lot of softwares, so which is why it is taking time. Now, I think hope you are finding here extreme left side 3 dots or 3 lines. Any one of you respond?
Yes, yes, sir.
So once if you click here, then you are going to be get Google Forms. So docs, sheets, slides, forms. So click this forms. So once if you click this forms, fine. So you are going to be get blank. Okay. So I have prepared n number of Google Forms here. I have, right? So you have to go like this, which is blank. Now once if you click this blank, now you are going to be get like this. Okay, clear? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
So see, now let me show to you other one which I have already created. So I gave title here. So give here title, fine, title of the form. description of the form, then questions. Okay, now see, I will type first one. You want to enter gender, right? So once if you click gender, by default it will give an options to you, right? Add all. Now female, male, preferably not say other, or else you don't want to take this one, just go ahead like this, right? Which is male and female. Type here which is female. Okay, now once if you do this, now this is called required. So if you want to give option here required, I think hope maybe you know very well about that. When you are filling a form, star mark is the most important one. If you did not fill, then definitely it will ask you, so you did not fill this one, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So required. So now once if you give a required, okay, then done. Now my second question, what is that which I have, which is age. Fine. Now I have to give a age, right? Now see, if you take here which is add, then one more question, this plus symbol, add. Okay, so you're going to be get one, or else now suppose if you want to delete this, or you want to copy the same thing and you can get that one itself. Now suppose see age, right? So how many options we have? Okay, so age. Now suppose if you want to give maybe a option to the people itself or respondents, then give this short answer type.